about 2015 UGC NET Solved question paper, part 1. First question. Dash is the first step in understanding and intervening in interaction pattern. Option A, communication. B, sensitization. C, mobilization. D, confidentiality. Right answer, option A, communication. Communication is the first step in understanding and intervening in interaction pattern. So moving on to the next question. The progressive transaction between caseworker and the client is dash component. Option A, person. B, problem. C, place. And D, process. Right answer is option D, process. So the progressive transaction between caseworker and the client is process component. Next one. NDRF stands for option A, National Disaster Relief Fund. B, National Disaster Response Fund. C, National Disaster Research Forum. And D, National Disaster Resettlement Foundation. Right answer is option D. NDRF stands for National Disaster Response Fund. So, the National Disaster Response Fund constitute under Section 46 of the Disaster Management Act 2005. Next one, ability to understand others' need and circumstances is option A, negotiation, option B, advocacy, option C, cooperation, and option D, empathy. So, right answer, option D, empathy. The ability to understand another's needs and circumstances is empathy. So, most of the time we get confused about the term empathy versus sympathy. So, empathy is actually meant ability to identify and understand another person's situation and feelings, whereas sympathy is a feeling of sorrow and pity for someone else's misfortune. Okay, that's a major difference between empathy and sympathy. So moving on to the fifth question, which of the act restrict and regulates the de-reservation of forests? Option A, the environment. Option B, the Prevention of Cruelty to Animal Act. Option C, the Forest Conservation Act. Option D, the Indian Forest Act. So right answer, option C, the Forest Conservation Act. Next one, dash therapy depends upon a theory of inner conflicts. Option A, psychosocial. Option B, psychodynamic. Option C, behavioral. And option D, social cognitive. So from the option right answer, option B, psychodynamic. So psychodynamic therapy depend upon a theory of inner conflicts. So moving on to the next question. Child labor in any form is prohibited under which article of the Indian Constitution? Option A, Article 22. Option B, Article 23. Option C, Article 24. Option D, Article 25. Right answer, option C, Article 24. So, in Article 24, mentioned the child labor in any form is prohibited under Indian Constitution. Next one. In the historical precedents of professional social work, Jane Addams is best associated with option A, charity organization society, B, the poor law, C, settlement movement, and D, country councils. From the option right answer, option C, settlement movement. So the Jane Addams is best associated with settlement house movement. Next one, which is not a core aspects of fieldwork program in social work education. Number 1, learning by doing. Number 2, educationally planned. Number 3, program of investigation. Number 4, handling out solutions of problems. So from the codes, right answer is option D. That is, program of investigation and handling out solution of problems is not a core aspects of fieldwork program in social work education. So the 10th question, which of the following cannot be said to be closely associated with therapeutic intervention of psychoanalytic theory of social work practice? A, free association. B, transference. C, counter transference. And D, environmental influence. So right answer option D, environmental influence. Next question. The concept of phenomenal field is best associated with option A, Carl Rogers, option B, Carl Jung, option C, G.W. Allport, D. Kurt Lewin. Right answer option A, Carl Rogers. So, the phenomenal field actually refers to a person's subjective reality, which include the external objects and people as well as internal thought and emotion. Also, the person's motivations and environments both act on their phenomenal field. Moving on to the next question. Dash involves keeping certain impulses out of awareness by replacing the unwanted impulses with its opposite. Option A, regression. Option B, isolation. Option C, projection. D, reaction formation. So here from the option, right answer is reaction formation. So reaction formation involves keeping certain impulses out of awareness by replacing the unwanted impulses with its opposite. Next one, if a person trying to make up for what he or she is perceiving as deficits or deficiency, which of the defense mechanism he or she is using in doing so? So from the option, right answer option C, compensation. Dash is a disturbance that occurs between a person and environment and involves the denial of differences and an unrealistic focus on similarities. Options A, Confluence, option B, Introjection, option C, projection, option D, Retroflection. So right answer option A, Confluence. Next one, which one of the following drugs is derived from opium? So from the core, right answer is option A. Next one, according to Kellman, which one of the processes is responsible for short-term change in attitude? Option A, compliance. Option B, identification. Option C, internalization. Option D, assimilation. Right answer option A, compliance. Next one, the concept of habitat are particularly used for understanding the impacts of client behavior in which of the social work practice, model and theory. So from the option, right answer is option B, life model. Next one, so which among the following is the main exponent of differential association theory? Here the right answer is option A, Edwin H. Sutherland. So in criminology, differential association is a theory developed by Edwin Sutherland. It is proposing that through interaction with others, individuals learn the values, attitudes, techniques and motives for criminal behavior. And the differential association theory is the most talked about the learning theory of deviance. Next one, which among the following is a type of dream mechanism? Option A, sublimation, B, symbolization, C, rationalization, D, repression. Option B is the right answer. Symbolization is a type of dream mechanism. Remaining options are defense mechanism. So moving on to the next question. Dash is a study and review of past experience. Option A, recording, B, accountability, C, monitoring and D, evaluation. Right answer option D, evaluation. So moving on to the next question. The source of data collection in the field by researcher is called option A, primary source, option B, secondary source, option C, tertiary source, option D, none of the above. Right answer option A, primary source. So the last question for today's session. A passive leader is option A, democratic leader, option B, prophet, option C, autocratic leader, option D, laissez-faire leader. So right answer option D, laissez-faire leader. So thank you for watching my video. If you like the content, please like, subscribe and share. Thank you so much.